Hey y'all, today we are once again on the south end of Land Between the Lakes in Stewart County, Tennessee, to see another one of the few remaining structures in LBL, the old doctor's office of Dr. James Henry Scarborough, located in the town formerly known as Tharp, Tennessee. In my research, I couldn't find the exact date that it was built, but he bought this farm in either the late 1860s or early 70s. And since he graduated med school in 1872, and it was said that he practiced here, I believe this building dates to somewhere around 1872. And as you can see, it probably won't be around much longer. Dr. Scarborough was born December 8, 1833. The fourth son of Asa and Celia Scarborough, who were farmers in Stewart County. In his early years, he suffered from poor health, and after traveling to Texas for treatment in 1851, he became interested in medicine and becoming a doctor. Upon his return, he went to work as a clerk in Clarksville to save money for med school, but failing health brought him back home to Dover. In 1856, he was able to get credit to buy a stock of drugs and opened one of Dover's first drugstores. He continued to work, study, and save money and enrolled in the Nashville Medical College for one course of studies. He then returned to Stewart County to practice and earn enough money to continue his studies in Nashville. Of course, back in those days, doctors would make house calls and come to see you. Those too sick to travel would be seen by a doctor making his rounds through the countryside on horseback. And this is a photo of Dr. Scarborough on his horse making his rounds. His home was located just across the road from the office. Now I'm going to walk around a little bit and see if I can find the foundation to this house. In 1859, Dr. Scarborough married Minerva Coleman, and they had 10 children. Most of those children were born here on this farm. When I'm out here in the woods looking for these old home foundations, my dog seems to find them before I do, so I just follow her. We're looking for a fairly large foundation for this home. This is a photo of the Scarborough home. There were 2 owners after him, and I believe the porches and columns were added later by the second owners. It looks like she might have found something. Let's go see. Oh, she did find it. But unfortunately, it's in pieces. I was hoping this one would be intact. Some of these foundations out here, most of them are still intact and solid, but unfortunately some are busted up. Were busted up by the bulldozers, as this one clearly was. I also wonder why the foundation was destroyed, and also the barns and outbuildings, but the doctor's office was left standing. I'm glad they did, but I just wonder how it escaped the demolition. Okay, Lily has moved on, so let's follow her and see what else she can find. This looks like it might have been an old well, maybe. And she's found something else. Let's go see what that is. Oh, this is interesting. It looks like an old root cellar in the hillside. What a beautiful site for a home place this must have been back in the day. I love the foundation stones covered in moss. The daffodils are coming up. All right, let's head back to the car and we'll go to the cemetery. Dr. Scarborough passed away August 8, 1910, at the age of 76. He is buried in the Old Dover Cemetery and has a beautiful monument. His wife Minerva passed away 2 years later in 1912. An article written about him in the late 1800s stated, "The doctor is an example of what a young man of industry and good habits can do. Having started as a poor boy, uneducated, with a $50 in his pocket, he has educated himself and become financially well fixed."